everyone, Morgan here. So this looks like a big pile of mess, doesn't it? I am going through my bug out bag today. I got a little notification on my phone that said it's time to update the bug out bag. So that's what I'm doing today. And I'm gonna show you how I'm inventorying it to fit my new surroundings and our new needs. So let's dive right in. Okay, so first of all, I wanna show you guys, everything is so wet and I don't know why it's wet. One thing that I found when I was inventorying this is that it's so wet. I mean, there's not even a water bladder in here. There's no water in here at all. I checked everything that could have potentially leaked. Nothing has leaked. I'm smelling it. It smells like water. And then it smells like it's been, just seeping in that water, getting kind of moldy. So I have to take this shemagh off. I have 3 bandanas here. I like to carry a lot of bandanas. They're very useful. I have like 3 bandanas there, and I need to wash them now. They're kind of moldy and bad, and so I'm taking these out and washing them. That's my first step. But let me show you guys my new backpack. So when we first started our RV journey, I decided to switch to a backpack that would be more versatile to a variety of different areas. This is my Kelty backpack that I've had for a very long time, and I decided to make this my camping, hiking, backpacking, BONCH bag. And BONCH, for those that don't know, means bug out, never coming home bag. That's what I call my bag. I call it a hybrid of a bug out inch bag. Something that I can use for several days, but something that can also get me through for a longer period of time if I needed to. So my BONCH has turned into kind of a multiverse, something that can survive or something that can blend rather in a variety of areas. And especially here where I am, if I were to go somewhere, bug out to a specific place, like there's a lot of hiking, national forests, national parks and things around here. So seeing somebody walking around with a backpack like this, a little outdoors backpack, would be completely normal, and it wouldn't really raise any flags. Now I do want to say one quick thing. Even if I did have some sort of tactical backpack or something, I can always cover it up. See how easy that is? I can always cover it up with a shemagh, with a trash bag, with a coat, whatever the case may be. So, but I just wanted to kind of think a little more strategically, just in general. But don't worry if you ever have a tactical backpack. I'm not gonna lie, I miss the tactical backpack. I like having the available space on the outside. But this backpack is actually very versatile. I have a lot of room in it, and just a lot of ways to use it. And so anyway, so that was the very first thing I wanted to show you guys, the change of that. I'm also changing everything to solar because I'm in a location in which the sun is so abundant and available to me. So basically I have access to the sun all day long. Even in a national forest setting, you can get somewhere in which there's access to sun pretty quickly. There are lots of tall trees around. That's a big misconception about the desert. There are definitely a lot of tall trees around. But this is a little, I've done a review on this. This is a little solar light. It's rechargeable, and I can use it anytime. So I keep this on the outside of my backpack. And I also have, this Foxelli solar panel that will actually just slide right in here. So anyway, whenever I need it, I thought about attaching it to the outside, but it's just so much on the outside. When I need it, I'll just pull it out. I actually had it attached to the outside at one point, and I didn't like it. Anyway, I have a couple water bottle holders. For a long time, I was focusing on my EDC get home bag. Right now, my EDC bag is my get home bag and vice versa. So I was really focusing on that just because we were traveling a lot. But the bug out bag is still something that is very important to keep up to date. I think no matter where you live, you should have some sort of bag that you can easily grab and go. So 2 things that I need to update: food and snacks. I do have a few things. I may switch from Mountain House to some oatmeals. Like there was that oatmeal pizza that I did a while ago that the kids really liked. You know, I have to think of my kids with this stuff too. So stuff that I'm gonna eat and stuff that my kids are gonna eat, I have to really up my snack game, okay? This is a little pitiful. It has like some tuna and Spam in it. My kids will eat the tuna, but my kids eat a lot of snacks, so I'm gonna have to up that snack game. So I'm not gonna show you everything, I'm just gonna show you some adaptations that I'm making. I actually had these in here from a previous camping trip, so I'm taking these out and putting actual like Mountain House mac and cheese or some kind of freeze-dried or dehydrated macaroni and cheese, because these just aren't gonna cut it. All right, so I have this fishing and hunting kit, the Boss Fishing and Hunting Kit, which I really love. I've done a review of this and I really like it. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out some of the fishing stuff and I'm gonna put in some arrowheads as well as some feathers so that I have easy access and easy ability to make arrows out in the field, as well as there's stuff for snares and stuff like that. I'm gonna leave a lot of the fishing stuff in because there are bodies of water here that have fish, but it's not as abundant as, other places. Hunting small, jackrabbits and other small animals is a lot easier than it is fishing. So I'm gonna take out some of the fishing stuff, add a little bit more hunting stuff. All right, so I actually have a recurve bow that I'm gonna be adding to this. I love my recurve and I think it would be best suited if it were kind of attached to the outside of this and it was useful to me there. I can easily make an arrow out in the field. It's a little bit harder to make a bow out in the field just out of, it takes a little bit more time. It's a lot easier for me to make an arrow. I've made arrows. They're pretty simple. And so, arrows by hand. Anyway, so adding a couple arrowheads to that is gonna be really good. So I have my Hygiene kit, no changes there. But again, I'm changing everything over to solar. Even my headlamps. Now this is actually Kid Rogue's, but I've kind of taken it for myself. She can use it, I can use it, anybody can use it, but I love headlamps just in general. And this one recharges. So I have the recharging cable in there and I can just hook it up to the solar panel during the day when I don't need flashlights. And then at night, when I need light, this will be here to do what it needs. I also have a couple glow sticks in there as well. One time used glow sticks and then I have this for just really low light kind of glow. And then again, as we're talking about rechargeable stuff, this is a solar light by Hybrid Light. I have not done a review on this yet. I'm actually getting it charged up right now. But even just after a little bit of charge, it has some light going. So I'm gonna let this charge. It says it is totally not fully charged yet. It's flashing a red light at me. So I'm gonna put this back in the sun. But again, this is something that you just put out in the sun, let it charge all day long and use it at night when you need it. One last thing I want to talk about, I actually had some guides of Texas, some spider guides, some snake guides, and then this is a wild edibles of Texas. There are some similarities from Texas to Arizona, but in the grand scheme of things, I need books that are specific to my region, not some other state that I'm not in, right? So you need to find books, like if you are going to have little reference guides like this in your bag, they should be specific to your region, right? So that's what I'm updating that, and I'm taking those out for good. But otherwise, the last thing I'm going to talk about is I'm going to be adding a new water filter. So this is a word of caution to you guys, and I really hope that you've gotten to this point of the video, because I talked about this subject to my patrons in the Patreon only mini series. So if you're not on my Patreon, definitely head to the link down below. Lots of great content there. Anyway, when you use your water filter, if you're not consistently using it, like every day or something like that, it needs to be totally taken apart and made sure that you push all the water out, and then you let it dry completely for several days. I'd say a week or more, really. Otherwise, if you keep that water in that water filter and you just like pack it away and forget about it, within, I would say, a week, it will start to mold and then it will be useless. You cannot clean it, you cannot fix it. it will be useless. You can't like run, soap through it. It just really doesn't work like that with water filters. Correct me if I'm wrong, please, but everything that I've read, once it molds, it's pretty much a goner from there. That was my bad. I got back from a camping trip. I had used it, and I didn't take it out for a week. I took it out, and I could see the mold on the filters, and I could smell it, and it was very bad. So unfortunately, I have to get another water filter, but that's okay. That's just my next step that I have to do. I put that on my checklist. New water filter, add some more food, and I'm pretty much good to go here. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. This is my bug out bag inventory video. It's been about 6 months, and I normally inventory my bag every 3, so it's been a while. I have not updated it since we moved to the land, and that's a big bad Morgan, bad. All right, thank you all so much for watching. Conquer tomorrow by preparing today. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.